Don't lean, don't lean. She'll sign, don't lean. She'll sign, don't lean. Go back up, look, don't lean. Don't lean, she'll sign.
Do you have any comments about P.Diddy, the allegations?
Go back up, look, don't lean, don't lean. She'll sign, don't lean. Be nice, she'll sign.
I've spoken about Jennifer Lopez, spoken about her quite a lot in the past. You can go watch my prior videos on her. I've spoken a bit about what's happening with P. Diddy in relation to the people that I have covered anyway, such as Jennifer Lopez and then also the Kardashians as well. I think I've made 2 or 3 different videos talking about the Kardashians' involvement and then also talking about Kanye West's involvement as well within new court dealings that are going to be coming out. So I've done videos on that. I will leave some of them linked in the description box. Touched upon Jennifer Lopez's and P. Diddy's relationship in the past. Since obviously P. Diddy is literally sat in jail, and more people are starting to come out, including the allegation of a 13-year-old child, as in P. Diddy with a 13-year-old child. That assault happening on the same night that Jennifer Lopez and him were actually pictured arguing, allegedly, and Jennifer Lopez make some sort of an appearance in court, according to sources. The reasoning why I'm sort of bringing this up is because I'm side-eyeing a lot of celebrities at the minute, a lot of celebrities. I want to know where Jaguar Wright is at the minute. I haven't heard from her in a little while. I remember this one bit where she was talking about Jennifer Lopez.
JLo is just, I don't know. Every man she's been with has said the same thing, except for Diddy. Diddy's the only one that said she was a great girlfriend and how he wish he hadn't messed it up.
Now,
how is that the only man in her life that had regrets about their relationship, but everybody else ran for the hills? Like, it's not nobody noticing that. That everybody else that's left her, oh, she was too this, she was this, she was that. But Diddy said she was perfect.
and maybe she was meant for a medal.
What happens if you're only perfect for the devil?
God damn.
What the f does that make you?
Damn.
Look at poor Jen and Ben.
Poor Jen and Ben. And Jen is...
She really thought she was going to make that story work. She was going to get her little white Irish Catholic boy and she was going to be happily ever after. And him and all of his white friends, and they were going to make... They was going to be the Rat Pack with a bitch. It was going to be great. Even Gwyneth Paltrow don't like her.
There's a story.
You know they want her out of the Hamptons. She bringing too much of the block to the porch.
It just is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It just is what it is.
No, what it is she is the perfect example of what happens when you don't want to be yourself. She can't sing, but they got her a microphone and let her pretend.
So let me
She
ask.
was an okay actress, but, you know, she was good at acting. She'd been doing that all her life.
A day or 2 ago, new news had broken out about the new allegations that were coming out against P. Diddy, some of which was kind of vaguely involving Jennifer Lopez, and then also the fact that she has been seen being questioned when signing her autograph, when signing things. She has been questioned about, how do you feel about P. Diddy? And this is what she has to say.
Don't lean, she'll sign, don't lean. She'll sign, don't lean. Go back up, look, don't lean. Don't lean, she'll sign.
Do you have any comments about P.Diddy, the allegations?
Go back up, look, don't lean. Don't lean. She'll sign, don't lean.
The very first time that she's quite literally just got up and walked away, her tactic is just not to say anything at all. And I think some people will look at that and they'll go, well, if you really didn't know anything and you're really not guilty of even by association, do you know what I mean? Like, if you really don't know and you didn't know and you're not guilty and you hadn't an inkling whatsoever, why don't you just come out and say something? And by that could mean even make a TikTok. It could literally just be a TikTok like that to address the masses and say, hey, I know we were together and I know that has been documented and I know that, you know, I smuggled in the gun for Diddy and all, you know, like, even though I had involvement and we were both romantically together and a very fiery relationship, whatever, I did not know anything about it. That is something that she could say, but instead she's choosing to stay deathly quiet and not say anything whatsoever. And for that, I'm a little bit side-eye. I'm going to say it. I am a little bit side-eye.
For Lopez had to do was marry a white boy, Oscar winner, for people to stop remembering that she had a gun in her pocketbook. She had gunshot residue on her hands the night that Natanya was shot at that club. For all we know, that bullet came from the gun that was in her hand. And not once has she spoken up for the betterment of that woman. Not once has she donated to her family or for her medical bills that she's still paying, or say something in her defense to stop Puffy from gaslighting her and trying to put hits out on her because he was afraid that maybe one day they would open the case and she still has the bullet fragments in her face. Like JLo has said, nothing. You really thought that just running off and marrying Ben Affleck was going to take you out of the Diddy downfall?
This is more information on the 13-year-old who was allegedly assaulted by P. Diddy and has some form of an involvement with Jennifer Lopez, whether that be she knew or whatever the case. They were together and they were seen having an argument prior to all of this happening. Number one, sources close to the star warn her becoming embroiled in the rapper's recent troubles, as well as dealing with her divorce from Ben Affleck, could start to impact her health as well as her multi-million-dollar brand. A source told Radar.com, Jennifer knows everyone is asking what she knew about Diddy, and it's clear she is on the run from answering any of it. Her links to him resurfacing are a PR disaster for her and damaging her own health, as it is adding to her already massive stress levels as she goes through her divorce from Affleck. Sooner or later, she is going to have to sit down and say what she knew, as she could even be called as a witness at Diddy's trial. So as we're about to find out in a minute, some of the details and dates of some of these abuse allegations would fall around the time that he was with Jennifer Lopez. Wouldn't be a crazy thing for people to want her to say something, because the timelines are kind of adding up. So really, if I was her, I don't know if staying silent is the best option because people are talking about it anyway. Lopez and Diddy dated between 1999 to 2001. Since their highly publicized breakup, the Latino superstar has not spoken about their relationship, but since he was hit by sex trafficking charges, their romance has come back under the spotlight. This week's pictures resurfaced featuring Lopez and Diddy having an argument at a party the same night the rapper has been accused of R-wording a 13-year-old girl in a new lawsuit. They were snapped attending a star-studded after-party for the 2000 MTV VMAs in New York City, where they were later seen having a feisty confrontation. A guest who attended the bash recalled witnessing the spat, which ended with the rapper making an early exit with his entourage and a group of girls. A source told Daily Mail, Diddy held a crystal champagne bottle the entire time serving his guests. Everyone was dancing and enjoying themselves, but as the night progressed, tensions rose between him and JLo. The images captured the moment an irate Lopez shouts at the music mogul at the middle of the party before walking away. The Jenny from the Block singer, who is standing on an elevated platform above the rest of the crowd, can be seen scowling at her then boyfriend, who is below her, pouring champagne for other party guests. The two eventually get into an angry exchange, with Lopez's sister seen standing nearby and attempting to lighten the mood by dancing. Resurfacing of these images comes as Diddy faces a new lawsuit alleging sexual assault against a 13-year-old girl on the same night. Lopez is not named in the lawsuit. New filing claims Diddy allegedly aggressively approached the young girl with a crazed look in his eyes before assaulting her. She claims an unidentified male celebrity also R-worded her while Diddy and an unnamed female celebrity watched. A lot of people are then saying maybe this is the girl, maybe. You literally have absolutely zero idea. And I'm not saying that she knew or whatever the case may be, but I'm just saying that, you know, because she was embroiled during this time and there are other accusations from other people that are coming out around the same kind of time, for her not to say absolutely anything is just mind-boggling to me. I don't feel like that is the best avenue because she could appear in court. What isn't massively helping the case as well is the fact that her divorce from Ben Affleck is all coming at the same time, and loads of people have been speculating that deep down maybe that's one of the reasonings why he wanted to divorce Jennifer, because he knew that bad stuff was going to happen. I don't know. I feel that she put such a rod in the marriage through the whole This Is Me and then the documentary. So I've already put my thoughts and feelings on that. I feel like that was more the avenue, but you never know, and we're never gonna know until she starts talking.
Well, let's dive into our interview with Rachel Kennedy. She's provided us with some truly shocking details about her sexual encounter with Diddy, which allegedly occurred around the time when the rapper was in a relationship with Jennifer Lopez.
I will leave it up here, and I'll leave it the article linked in the description box, but they were alleging that they were brought into this hotel room wherever they were, and as they were all doing stuff together, P. Diddy was playing Jennifer Lopez music videos on the screens. So that's not particularly very pleasant, and I believe that they were actually dating during that time period.
He walked in and partied for a while, and then asked if I would bring some girls back to his hotel that they had the whole top floor of the hotel for him and his 25 plus people. I ended up bringing 2 girls with me, and our thoughts is that we were going to a party, and I assumed because I was with the night before that we were going to a party, with everyone would probably be there, because why else would he be asking specifically for me? I thought it was just kind of odd. We went up to his apartment, or to his floor, knocked on the door, and there's Diddy in a bathrobe with a bottle of champagne in his hand. I realized before we even walked through the front door that it was just him. Like, oh, this is not a party. This is not the kind of party that we were all expecting. I never expected that it would just be him by himself in the room. But we went in, we didn't think anything weird. He was friendly enough to where we decided, okay, we'll just hang out with him. Then I looked in the room, around the room, and it didn't seem as though like it was his actual room. Like he was just maybe using that room for parties. I'm not sure, because there was no personal items. There was a TV, and when we walked in, he was playing videos of some pop star, and I didn't know who she was. And then one of the other girls had told me, that's JLo, that's his girlfriend. I had to sit down, and he kept playing these videos of Jennifer Lopez for us to watch. We probably watched like maybe 4 in a row, and the whole time he was still on the phone. And come to find out later on in that evening that he was talking to her the whole time. She was on the phone the whole time that we were in the room.
What was your thinking? Was that strange?
I thought it was odd. Yeah, I thought to find out that we were watching his girls' videos. It seemed kind of a little bit creepy to me. Yeah. Very disrespectful. Already in his room, and there was no party going on, and we just had fun.
Did he intimate what he wanted you guys to do with him at that point while he was on the phone with her, or no?
No, probably were there for probably a good hour before he asked me and my friend to come back in the room with him.
That is like obscene behavior, and I doubt JLo would be massively happy about that, but there we go. The more JLo stays silent, the more people are going to start coming up with these different theories on what exactly went down on that night, because what happened to that 13-year-old girl is absolutely tragic, or then 13-year-old girl is absolutely tragic, absolutely deplorable, and I'm really happy that more people are starting to come out and talk about their experiences, because there's been like 2 more really young people, pretty sure boys as well, like young people who were young at the time, coming out with these horrific allegations. Because she was close with him for 2 years and some of these dates are starting to match up, surely it would make sense for her to say something rather than being questioned about it and to then just run away. I just don't feel like that makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Or, maybe just don't do autographs and don't do things like that at a time like this. I don't know. If even in a circumstance over it being a time in her life that she just wants to forget, perhaps she was one of Diddy's victims as well, who really knows we weren't in the relationship. Even so, surely you'd want to say something. I don't know. I think it's really bizarre, and it's just making me side-eye her. But like I say, I side-eye a lot of these celebrities, and allegedly there's going to be more names that are going to be coming out. You know, at this point I think a lot of it on the celebrity front could be slight rumor and speculation, but I do believe that there's quite a lot of truth to some of the celebrities that people are pointing fingers at. But yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will catch up with you guys in the next video.